Vice Marshal Akugbe Iyamu is the President and Founder Association of Environmental Protection and Climate Change, and he joins us now in the studio to examine the flooding this year in 2024. Very warm welcome to Newsnight, Vice Marshal Akugbe Iyamu.
For having me. It's been a very wonderful time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, experts and of course, even those of us who are non-experts, we've seen the catastrophe already being caused by flooding in between 2021 and now. Will you say we have drawn the appropriate lessons when you look at the destruction, the floods in 2021, 2020, 2021, 2022, 23 caused in Nigeria?
No, I would say no. You see, flooding is a routine thing, comes in at a particular time of the year, rollover and everything. Before we go further, I want us to put some absolute into context. This decade has been the hottest in the last 2 million years, and with the largest amount of carbon being burst out into the atmosphere this same decade. And this year, you see, the ENSO was very, very visible. The ENSO is a Nino southern oscillation. That is the second aspect of weather variation, following by the sun, leading to very, very high temperature. You saw the precipitation coming, all from the Middle East and coming down here. What are we having? We have enough time to prepare, and they're coming to tell us every year, go and prepare. These states will be flooded. No, where are the data? Where are the statistics? What are you working with? What are you working with? When you are dealing with flooding, it's systemic and very pragmatic. You don't just make a general statement. You know, the FCT environmental man, I think no, not the NEMA, the guy. He said people in FCT should not worry. Don't worry about war. What have you done? All the drainages are blocked. You're not doing anything. Drive around Abuja. The heap of refuge are everywhere. You see,
Are you saying that the authorities are not planning how to mitigate, the consequences of the flooding, because it's a perennial thing? And when you look at the world today, this 2024, even as far as Afghanistan, flood has caused a lot of havoc there. In Brazil, they are still counting their losses. In Kenya, last Friday was declared a national day of mourning, and of course some other eastern and southern African countries. Nigeria's own is at hand, the rains are coming and the rest. What are the authorities doing?
If we see, the authority, they could be clairvoyantly doing something, but it's not visible to anybody. What is the national contingency plan? Where is it? It's not a document that should be in the mind of some people. It's a document that should be out there. I, as a Nigerian citizen, should know what is going to be done, what I'm supposed to do in case I'm being covered in flood. If you go to FCT, just have a drive around. You give land to developers now. Where there is a relief, the man will go and put his retention wall inside the relief line, and houses are being built there. And you are telling citizens that, no, don't worry, nothing will happen to you. You have not done anything. You have not indicated where they are going to be in case there is flooding. Now, the flooding in FCT is so easy to manage. That Galadima roundabout, that was the collection point. Now, development has taken it over. What do you now do? You are supposed to open the channels, because the water goes from there to Gwagwalada, from there empty to the river Niger and goes to the ocean. They've built along the whole of that line, and at the end of the day, Trademore Estate will be the whipping child. Meanwhile, you will see mark on wall. They will mark wall, and the man will continue building on a relief line. Will continue building. For God's sake, the government have a responsibility to the citizens.
Yeah.
To save them.
Now let us look at
yes.
El Nino and El Nina, you know, they've been very visible across the world, wreaking a lot of havoc. What's their impact on flooding, you know, from the hemisphere where they are coming to Africa and the rest?
You know, the El Nino, that's the temperature variation, that's the ENSO, ending up in ENSO. Then the El Nina, that's the cold aspect. You see, this year there are weather variations that are second to the sun in controlling the variability of the weather. Yeah. At any point, maybe once in 10 years, they come around. They come with so hot temperature, like we have been witnessing now. What happened with that? What are you now going to do? What is precipitation? We are having recharged precipitation now because of the El Nino. El Nino is not a climate. It's not a climate change agent, but it's a natural phenomenon. Because when you are talking of precipitation, you are talking of charged clouds. By the time they continue to hit each other, if they are heavy enough, they will go as precipitation. If they are not heavy enough, they will go as thunderstorm. So what the Nino is doing now, because the temperature is so high, it's taking a lot of water into the atmosphere. And in this same decade, you've had the sea rise more than 3 times in the last 2 decades. So what are all this one doing? You are having more water now. You are having, like the UAE, the rain that fell. It's the rain that is supposed to fall in about 3 months. Falling in 2 days. That's what you are having now. You are having so much recharged atmosphere with so much rain coming. So that is the effect of the El Nino. So El Nino is a temperature variability phenomenon, and it will, as long as it exists, we were expecting it to stop by April this year. No, it has extended to May. And we don't even know when it's going to go. So it's a very critical point in affecting the flooding and everything in Nigeria.
Even in Africa
in
as
Africa,
well.
Yes, in the whole world,
Yes, in the world, yes, of course. Okay, let us look at what the Nigerian Hydrological Service Agency and NIMET, together with NEMA, have been giving out annual, flood outlook. That's the AFO. Has it helped, the country's approach to mitigating flood? I knew you were saying something earlier about that, but has it really helped? 3 agencies now.
See, our country approach is so routine. It's so routine, you can even predict it. You see, investors now, what they look for, they look for disclosures, climate disclosures. They look for information. They look for stress tests. When the flooding comes, we already know our problem. NISA doesn't need to come and tell us, what are you doing? What are you going to do? What is the water movement? You were told that the doomsday ice have been melting in the northern pole. Okay, what is the impact on Nigeria? What's the impact? That's what you should be telling us. How are we going to see the volume of water? Our albatross, the Lagos Dam.
The Lagos Dam, yes.
The Lagos Dam is going to be less calmer this time. It's going to be the calm is not going to be there at all. So they are likely to be forced to release water so many times. So what are you doing? What are you doing? See, let us stop populating the IDP camps. What is an IDP camp? IDP camp is that, okay, there is a threat, there is an imminent threat. We take you out of the harm's way, take you out to the IDP village, and when it is over, we bring you back. But enter IDP camp in Nigeria, you are there permanently. You are there permanently. So the annual flood outlook is what are we going to do with it? What do we translate it to? By now, the National Contingency Plan, according to the content, you should be telling us now, look, if in Gwagwalada there is flooding, this is where we are prepared for you. And this is how you are going to be fed. And this is the number you are going to call. Where is the area? Where are you relocating them to? And by now, we are going to clear this drainage, drive around Abuja and see how garbage have taken over. Just take the Apple Road, take it down. Not even this Apple Bridge, that expressway. Take it from there and go towards a beggar roundabout and see how garbage have taken over everywhere. And you are assuring the citizens that, look, don't fear anything.
Well, thank you very much, environmentalist and retired Vice Marshal Akugbe Iyamu, for coming to speak to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Arise, for the work you are doing.
All right.